Welcome to the D Struggles YouTube channel, where you're going to see me do my very best to twin turbo my V6 F-body Camaro. It's a 1999. It has the 3800 Series 2 engine. It has a 5-speed manual transmission with the Y87 package. I've ordered close to 40 parts that we'll be installing over the course of this build. This should be interesting because this is my first turbo build along with creating this YouTube channel. So this is the first video drop of my series, so let's get into part 1 of my journey. Alrighty, so it is time. I'm gonna start taking this thing apart. I can put some turbos on it. Alright, so I started with the bumper already. So I'm gonna pull this whole bumper off because I gotta situate the intercooler in here. Yeah, I disconnected the brackets, took a bolt out there. And there's another one inside of here that you take out. And did that on both sides. And then you just pull that forward or to the side, to the inside of each one. Finagle it out of there. But yeah, I already pulled out the little plastic clips going along the top. Then I gotta get underneath, get these bottom ones out under here. Take all these screws out going along here. Get this project underway. Get these turbos situated in there. I mean, it's gonna be a long haul, but I gotta get it done. Then I get myself down to the Z-Max Charlotte Dragway. Alright, well, I'm gonna start pulling some stuff off and I'll let you guys see what I'm doing as I go along. So I got this big pile of parts. I'm gonna move over across the garage. Pile them on that table over there. And then all the parts that I take off of this, I'm gonna pile on this little section over here where I got all the new parts I'm putting on. So yeah, I'm gonna get to moving all that and then start taking these parts off and stacking them in that corner. Alright, so I got the headlights out. I'm on the floor over there. Alright, so this bumper seems like it's on here pretty good. It might be a little difficult to get out. So I took the screws out in here on each side on these little brackets. There's also other screws that are under here and another one down in there that I gotta get out as well. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that. That's the washing machine. Oh, the old girl's doing some laundry for us. But anyway, yeah, so these screws up there, let's see if I can get a good view at them. They're pretty, got some rust on them. So I sprayed them down with some WD-40. Oh, because I don't want them to tear up the bumper mount. Alright, so I'm taking off these, I guess, plastic guards they have under here. I got it off on this side. I broke one of these off because I'm using my impact gun to do it with. Same thing on this side. Yeah, I cracked that one and that one. But I think these were cracked already. Because when I was taking this apart, the plastic piece was kind of broken, and there was some, so like right there, this hole. Then up in here, they used some self-tapping screws to hold the pieces in, and like that was cracked already. So, but yeah, now I'm under here. Get the bumper off. The screw there, and another one right over here. So there's 3 going down, holding it to the bumper to the fender. I've got to pop out these little plastic clips in here now along the front. And then, yeah, I don't know how many more else I'm going to find to have to take off, but hopefully that's it, and the bumper will pop right off. So let me get to that, and we'll get back to ya. I think I got enough out. Actually, wasn't so bad after all. Thought it was going to be harder than that. Yeah, that was a whole lot easier than I was thinking. Alright, so now I got to pull off that foam block. Get this thing out the way. Alright, so this is what I'm faced with now. Those little pop clips in there. Down deep in there. So I'm gonna use my needle nose and my bent screwdriver tip. So I'm gonna try to extract it with those two tools. Hopefully that works out. Yeah, doesn't seem like it wants to come out the way I'm trying to do it. Yeah, I broke it off. Doesn't matter anyway, because I am putting an intercooler right there. So I don't even need this anymore. And if I really do need another one, I'm sure they're fairly cheap over at the Pick and Pull. So, whatever. Alright, so there we go. Got the front bumper off, the foam pad. Alright, so now it's time to drain the antifreeze. Get up under here and get this little plug out. What they say, lefty loosey, right? Oh yeah. There she goes. Pull off the cap, give it some air. Gotta be careful with this antifreeze because I got Precious, little kitty, creeping around over here. Don't want her to lick it. Because antifreeze, cats smell it and it smells sweet to them. Right, Precious? And then they try to lick it. And then they get sick, so we don't want that. Because we like Precious. She does a good job of eating the crickets and the spiders and the moles and the mice. She's a good kitty. Oh, yeah. I really want to just turn this out and pull it, but I know it's going to make a big mess. So we're going to be patient. We're going to wait for it to drain. And always remember, if you're not going to immediately put your waste antifreeze into a container, make sure you cover it up. Got the antifreeze drained out. Now I got to pull off these radiator hoses on each side and pull that radiator out. Alright, so I got to pull those two clips out. Oh yeah! Radiator out. Condenser out. Look at all that room now. That's awesome. Yeah, I got to take all this apart because this car's from Long Island, New York, and it's an island. So there's sand all over the place, and there's this sand up in all the little cracks and crevices in here. Look at that pile right there. See all that? Big old pile of sand. Yeah, I'd be scared that if I left that in there, somehow it'd blow up and get sucked into the turbo and destroy it on me. So, shoot sand and rocks up into my intake. So yeah, once this engine comes out, everything is getting scrubbed, cleaned, and I'm going to repaint the whole engine bay. Going to tape it all off, probably just get some Rust-Oleum, white paint, just to freshen it up in there, make it look real nice. I hear a kitty. It's Precious. She got stuck outside. Like lightning. She ran in like lightning. That Precious. Hey, get away from that radiator. So everything I'm taking off the car, all the bolts I'm unbolting, bagging everything up, bagging and tagging. Placing them over here. Got my AC parts, which ain't going back on the car. The front bumper so far. My air intake. And my headlight brackets. That's what I'm doing. Taking all the bolts, putting them in this can here. My pinto beans can. Making the bags. Oops. And then dumping it in there. Probably going to get some hood pins, so I'm not going to need that hood latch anymore. Alright, busted out the air tools. Cut these loose. Got the whole front end off. I am very satisfied in the time frame that it took me to get that off. Literally maybe had about, I don't know, an hour and a half into it, getting all the stuff apart. In between the little breaks, I've been, stepping away quite a bit. Now I gotta pull these wires off, antifreeze hoses, computers, brake lines. All right, back at it. All right, so Schnookums wants to go to the grocery store and get some groceries, and I also want to get some lights so I can see a little bit better. We get some of those clamp lights or clip-on lights, or I can clip on the hood here and aim it down. This way I got a good look-see at what I'm doing. All right, that's pretty much it for part one. It was pretty much just the front end removal. If you made it to the end of this video, awesome, thank you. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I ordered near 40 parts, so I figured we'll jot them down. We'll make a list of all of them on this whiteboard behind me, and as we install them, we'll check each one off. So with that, I'll also be dropping a short out-the-box review video on each part, like before I actually drop the install video. So this way it'll give you guys like a heads up on, what we're doing. Stay tuned for part two. We'll be doing the engine removal. Till next time.